That's great.
But, so there's a convenient thing of sand, and then he becomes a huge flaming thing of sand. You're like, wow, this is pretty cool. Until he starts flying. Now, I've read quite a few sort of like Spider-Man comics with Sandman in.
Yeah, me too.
I never noticed that he was in fact the Mummy.
Yeah, I must say that slipped by me too. Meanwhile, I was talking to Greg the other day, and he said, you know what, I was just sitting in the cinema going, when the hell is Brendan Fraser going to turn up and take down Sandman? Oh, I was impressed.
That would have been great.
That would have been.
Substitute Gwen Stacy for Rachel Weisz. Raquel Weisz.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bring in Brendan Fraser.
Bring in some bracelets from Mummy Returns, and then it all kicks off.
Wonderful.
But, yeah, and then he starts flying. And then he flies right through the ceremony. And Spider-Man goes to follow him. And there's an alright fight scene. You're like, cool, this is him realising. And the bit where he's kind of using that piece of door as a surfboard.
That was nice.
Some of it defied gravity a bit too well.
But then comics have always defied gravity a little well, so...
Well, yeah. So, anyway, that was alright. But the policeman going up to the truck and sort of like climbing up was one of the shakiest, most unprofessional
camera moves we've ever seen.
Oh, and I was like, seriously, is there a point to this? Is there like an earthquake going on in the background we just don't know about?
But there wasn't. There was no earthquake. It was just, one of those quick 5-minute shots by a 6th unit director.
Yeah.
Must have been 6th unit.
God. We spoke about shaky camera moves before, but
they keep turning up.
It was terrible.
But I think that was pretty much the last time the shaky camera turned up, isn't it?
There were a couple of other dodgy shots.
Oh.
They did a lot of shaky cameras with the news crews at the end.
Oh, the news crews.
Yes, but we'll get onto them as well. Sandman. We're about halfway through the film now. Yeah. So yes, anyway, let's go to
Peter bonds with symbiote.
Peter bonds with symbiote, and
nightmare, brilliant, love it.
And so he's got this suit, and he decides to go after Marco Flint pretty much immediately. Kind of knowing where he is, which,
another one of those convenient meetings in New York. New York, huge city. Meeting supervillains, easy. That's what you buy with MasterCard. Priceless.
So, yeah, they kind of had this showdown, and that bit was, was alright,
nice, It showed him being a bit more ruthless.
But again, when people ask us, why are we having such a rant, and why are we giving this film so low, and what does it mean? If we could use the clip sort of like Sandman going, what does it matter to you? We go, everything! So yeah, they have that scrap, and then Peter kills, he thinks he's killed Sandman. Whoa! Whoa!
Peter Parker does not kill.
That's like Superman killing someone. It just ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Not even if Frank Miller was writing Spider-Man. And Frank Miller has written Spider-Man, done it very well. He never, ever made him kill.
Because he kept in character.
Good job, Frank.
We like Frank Miller, we do.
We do. Frank.
Make Sin City faster, mate. Seriously,
Absolutely.
The next one is just...
Well, apparently someone's seen the teaser trailer, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah, it's on superhero hype.
Ooh, excellent. Going back to Spider-Man, we go keep going through the essence of comic books.
We do.
So anyway, he
takes him down with a funky storm drain kind of maneuver, bursting a little water basin and flooding him away.
And then he goes and gloats about it to Aunt May.
I took down the killer, Aunt May. Aren't you proud of me?
Well, no, Spider-Man did.
Spider-Man took out.
Spider-Man killed, and you're like, okay, so you know that Aunt May didn't like Spider-Man at all until she was saved from the clutches of Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2. But yet you're going to go around going, Spider-Man kill, Spider-Man kill. Now, true, he does get a bit badass. He throws people around.
Smashes people into Daily Bugle stuff.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But he doesn't kill, ever. Period. End of story. Kids, if you're watching Spider-Man, not a killer.
No, definitely not.
Although, kids, if you are watching, please excuse my swearing.
We're very sorry.
Warning. Yes. So then he goes and boasts about it to Aunt May, but not before. He has gone past the mirror, seen himself and gone, I want an Adolf Hitler haircut. And now he's bad.
He is Emo Peter, strutting down the street.
God! No, that was so crap, the whole hair flick thing in the...
And the montage was pointless.
Why was there a mirror in the alleyway?
I
Do anyone know why there was a mirror in the alleyway? So
You remember the earlier
kind of
crane
go.
fight? You remember the earlier crane fight, and it smashed a lot of glass? I reckon the shards of glass ended up in random alleyways all across New York.
We're making more sense of this film than the actual film makes, ladies and gentlemen. We're having to fill in plot holes.
That's what we do.
So anyway, he has the black suit, power, it feels good.
Anyway, he goes around, he dances, and he buys...
No, we haven't got onto the dancing yet, because I'm going to spend a bit of a time on the dancing thing.
Oh, alright, sorry. Whoa.
We go back to the Daily Bugle.
Oh, yeah.
Where Jonah Jameson and Betty Bryant, again, fantastic scene
Brilliant,
with the pills and the buzzing, and yeah, I was laughing.
I was laughing.
You know, sorry, J.K. Simmons, Rosemary Harris, Bruce Campbell, you know, and who plays Betty Bryant?
And Elizabeth Banks.
Yes, and Elizabeth Banks. You can just pat yourself on the back and say, job well done, and, you know, swing on home.
Yeah.
You know, the rest of you, watch.
Well,
You know. Because this is another thing. We went to the premiere. Now, we didn't see the film, but we stood outside for a good, 8-9 hours, waiting, and we saw people, and we thanked them. I had my picture taken. Oh, hang on, where's my phone? I will show you.
He had his picture taken with Sam the Man Raimi.
Look, that... Oh, focus. That's me and Sam Raimi. If you go to aol.co.uk/Spider-Man3, there's a video. We get more screen time than Tobey Maguire. We were there, we've been on GMTV, BBC News. We were so pumped for this. We were there and we were getting signatures. Abby came over because I was wearing one of my loudest Spider-Man shirts, and he spoke to us. He skipped a whole load of people and came and said he wanted my shirt. Okay?
Which was really cool, because we like Abby.
Well, Abby's the man.
Yeah.
However, he also said this one was better than 2.
He lied for publicity, people. He lied to us through song.
He did. So anyway, we go back to the Daily Bugle.
And Jonah announces that there's a staff photographer position open.
But there are 2 photographers. One job. Who will it be? Now, ultimately, it should be neither. No, because we know Eddie gets fired, and Pete's always been a freelancer. Excuse me? Fanta.
Yes.
You know, Pete's always been a freelance photographer. He doesn't get a staff job.
Ever,
anyway,
not in the whole history of the comics.
But anyway, they decide to go for this staff job thing. And, okay, fair enough. So Eddie sees black Spidey's like, I love the suit, smashes the camera. You're like, okay, I can dig that.
Oh, yeah.
That works. Haha, Eddie.
And, good facial expressions from Topher Grace, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty good acting.
And no, Topher Grace's act, to be honest, a lot of the acting in here was spot on. It was what they had to work with. Because our problem with this is the script.
Oh, yes.
Huge problem. It's the
well,
script.
Any time you see 3 screenwriters on a film, you can get worried.
Yeah. But the thing is, it was overly glazed by Alvin Sargent, so you'd think that...
Maybe Alvin, dear old Oscar-winning Alvin, could have done something.
Maybe. I mean, let's face it, David Esquire writ and directed Blade Trinity, and this is also the same guy who did Batman Begins. So...
Yeah.
You know.
Quality fluctuates.
Everyone can have an off 3 months. Yeah. Writing, I guess. So anyway, they go after their job. And as we all know, because by now you should have watched the film, to be listening to us as we're spoiling the crap out of it for you.
But we don't mind that, because we're saving you the trouble.
Yes, we're saving you the trouble. You can talk about it in derogatory terms and we'll have no problem with that.
None at
This
all.
is how much we didn't like that film. I'm saying you can speak derogatory about Spider-Man.
You have no
But just
idea
this film,
how
just this film.
Yes.
Oh, and Ultimate Spider-Man, because...
Ultimate Spider-Man!
Oh man, that sucks!
Don't
ever read an Ultimate Spider-Man. If you're reading Ultimate Spider-Man, go read some proper Spider-Man. I'm serious.
Astonishing. It's out in all good news agents.
Astonishing, or go down your local comic book store. You know, if you live in London, there's a big Forbidden Planet. If you live in Reading, there's a comic book place called Escape, which we go to. You know, read some proper Spider-Man. Ultimate sucks. It is pissing upon everything that the Spider-Man built. I mean, seriously, it's just taking one long whiz going, la 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 la, we don't care.
It's the castle that Brian Bendis built, and it's a bad castle. Bendis, good writer. Shouldn't be doing Ultimate. Really shouldn't.
The only person that can do an Ultimate title is Loeb, under the title The Ultimates.
Oh,
That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
How are they going back to Spider-Man?
Yes.